Claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready? Black 22. Black 4. Here we go. Alert 3. Hey, 5-0. 3.
Jameis now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hudson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back 1st downs. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Ready?
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. 45.
Here we go.
Get it.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Ready, set. Hey, Sam off. 54, block 54. Right. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Fire.
To throw on second down, Patterson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 for the Niners there to first down.
Set the tone, defense.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And there he goes right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, box drop.
2nd and 9 now. Catch is made by Hurd. 18 yards, first down Niners.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Coleman now. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7th. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 35 on second down, Winston. It's caught by Aguilar. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Play action now. Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his target. It's Evans. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On second down, Anderson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rodney Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Patterson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Williams to return. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Pilot, 64, weak. Right there, 54. Go.
To throw on 2nd down, Patterson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Now.
From the gun, Patterson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. On third down, here's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up fourth down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, exit.
49-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. This one into the hands of Hurd. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Bravo.
17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hey, check Mike 45.
Get it.
On first and 10, Patterson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Here's Winston. Jones has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's third and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
All day, baby. Let's
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A big play there for the Niners. 66 yards for him on the ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. You don't want none of that.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll go again to Jones.
Black 22.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
3rd and short yardage. Winston looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go with Jones. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific. Field position.
On the double.
Mike's by 4. Watch the screen. Pass. Check 26. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Let's go. 30 base.
Check 54. Mike 54. I'm going to run you
now.
Back to throw. Patterson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And his kick here is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Justin Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready! 10 Lobo.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. White 25.
Mike 54. Squeeze, double. Hey, switch gears.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
On 1st and 10, Winston. His throw caught right around the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Winston now. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
2nd and 13. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Patterson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? Mike 25. 54 Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Here we go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more red team. Ready. Blue ready. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And some room to run now. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll run. Anderson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
To throw on second down, Patterson. And he fires one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Patterson, open man is heard, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Patterson, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Patterson, and he's going to go down again. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Patterson, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st down, Jones. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ready? 125. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
54. Here we go. 5.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Patterson. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Silver.
Hey!
He's mine. Mike's 5-4.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Patterson. And he comes back with 1 complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Down. 90 Wolf.
54.
61. Matchbox lights. Snap.
1 final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A big offensive explosion.